Facebook. Hello, I'm John Bocanegra with KCBD, and on today's Facebook Live, Lisa Thompson is talking to you about National Hospital Week, which is coming off the heels of National Nurses Week. Lisa is the acting chief operating officer and senior executive at Lubbock Heart and Surgical Hospital. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. It's really cool to do these interviews and see an other side of everybody that's on the front lines and the support that everyone is throwing in for this. And I know Lubbock Heart and Surgical Hospital is huge behind the support of this. So the theme, you have themes for every National Hospital Week. And this year's theme is where health comes first. What specifically does that mean for Lubbock Heart and Surgical Hospital?
Well, thank you very much for this opportunity. Where health comes first is the motto of Lubbock Heart and Surgical Hospital, built about 16, 17 years ago, always putting the patients first, their health first and foremost. So for Lubbock Heart, our patients, their well-being is always at the forefront for us. So, our physicians and staff remain very focused on that. And with Hospital Week, it gives us a special opportunity to acknowledge all our healthcare workers, physicians, nurses, housekeepers, food and nutrition workers, therapists. It gives us a chance to recognize them and support them through an entire week, beginning last Sunday through this coming Saturday.
So unlike Nurses Week, which is for a specific group, hospital just spreads across everybody that's involved in this.
Correct. And I think especially now, people are very in tune with our frontline workers, our healthcare workers, our frontline heroes, as we would say, with the pandemic. Our facility, as well as the other facilities throughout the nation, are certainly focused on that every day, the health and well-being of patients. But I think this year more than ever, people are very in tune with the day in and day out, the hard work that our frontline healthcare workers do all the time, 24/7. Hospitals never close. We are there 24/7 for our patients and their families.
Can you explain to Facebook just a little bit about how Hospital Week has started?
Sure. Hospital Week started about 1921, and I think usually has celebrated around May 12th. And now that it's expanded to a week, and it's in line with Florence Nightingale. Most people probably remember Florence Nightingale, the famed nurse that really has become the face of Nurses Week and also Hospital Week. The American Hospital Association has expanded Hospital Week and is really focused on Hospital Week to recognize all the healthcare workers. Over 5 million people in the U.S. work in hospitals throughout the country. So that's a lot of healthcare workers. And you almost think a week is not enough, right? To recognize them. And we are really thankful for our dedicated staff. Many of the staff have been here since the hospital was first opened. And so we're very, very fortunate for the staff that have remained dedicated. And of course, we're thankful for the new staff as they come on. I'm new to the facility since October, and it's just a wonderful opportunity to recognize them. And in Hospital Week, we actually recognize our staff on an ongoing basis, have usually a monthly recognition program of some sort, celebration, because without them, where would we all be?
Exactly. So you talked about the build up to Hospital Week. What are some ways that you're actually celebrating here in Lubbock?
Well, as I mentioned, we try to celebrate all the time and recognize our staff. We started Sunday for Hospital Week, but last week we celebrated Nurses Day and Nurses Week, and we had a lot of people recognize them. But for Hospital Week, we started Sunday. A team of us delivered early morning, Sunday morning for Hospital Week and Mother's Day. We delivered donuts to our staff and just recognizing them. We were able to visit with the night staff as well as the day staff on Sunday morning. Yesterday, we did donuts and coffee, and that was very well received. We're doing a contest today about music trivia, and that allows for some winners. Tomorrow, we're doing a Sunday bar where they can make their own sundaes and really celebrate with a little sweets in the afternoon. Thursday, we're doing some more contests, and fun games for the staff. And then Friday, we finish up with a big cookout on our side lawn here, hamburgers and hot dogs, and everybody joins in and recognizes each other and thanks each other. We're also providing some gifts to our staff for all their hard work and just the recognition of their dedication to our patients and the hospital.
I've said it before in an interview, like a little bit does go a long way, and it sounds like y'all giving them the whole 9 yards with this.
You know, it's the least we can do for our staff. They are dedicated beyond words. I've worked in healthcare 32 years now this year, and I truly admire each and every one of them. I have never seen in my career such dedicated, hardworking folks. And
Mhm.
I've worked, as I said, many places, very hardworking folks where I've been and dedicated, but Lubbock Heart is truly a community hospital and truly focused on their patients. They know their patients by first name. Uh, uh, our physicians here, the founders of the facility, and our support by surgery partners, they really believe in putting their patients first. And as I mentioned, our physicians here, many of them have have patients that have been with them 20 years,
Oh
and
wow.
so they are part of our family. They are our family.
You're talking about supporting family, anybody that works in the hospital, anybody that's on the front lines of this during this pandemic. What are some of the ways that members of the community elsewhere can also celebrate and support the healthcare workers at Lubbock Heart?
Great, thank you. Well, first of all, we would ask for everybody's prayers. We really appreciate prayers and support, and just remembering us and the hard work we're doing and dealing with not only COVID, but with dealing, as other hospitals are dealing with the pandemic, but our day in and day out work. We're very thankful. I want to first acknowledge some people that have already recognized our staff.
Like,
We've had Picosso's served all our staff, Little Caesars Pizza, Tea to Go, Interim Healthcare. And then we've had a group out of Gaines County as well as Mask for Lubbock. Uh, so homemade masks for our staff.
oh wow.
Um, and those are great ways to support us. And we've also had some donations of masks, personal protective equipment, and that is a great way to support our staff, although we certainly manage that and manage our supplies accordingly. Those masks are very helpful. Those protective equipment pieces such as masks, gowns, gloves are great ways to support our facility. um, and if they're interested in making those donations, they can certainly call me, and I'm happy to work with them on that or anything like that. We are happy uh, to accept any such sort of donations, frankly. And I can be reached at 806-472-5304.
Lisa Thompson, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to talk with us and for telling us about all the amazing things that Lubbock Heart and Surgical Hospital is doing for the hospital.
Thank you very much. And thank you to the fine community of Lubbock, Texas.
Oh, absolutely. Speaking of Lubbock, Texas, Facebook, thanks for joining us on this. And if you have any comments or ways, different ideas to show support for people that are on the front lines right now, doing everything that they can for us, let us know in the comments. Go out in your community and help somebody out. And remember, it doesn't take a lot to show support for anybody that's out there right now. Thanks for joining us and enjoy the rest of the week of thanks, everybody, for Hospital Week. Be safe out there, everyone, and have a good day.